Coming to you from Radnor, Pennsylvania, this is your LOQation Sports Update.
Hi, I'm Sharice Laws, and this is Sports on Location.
And I'm Cody Calise, and here's your weekly sports update.
Now let's take a look at your Cabrini Sports. The Cavaliers were 4-4 in CSAC Championship. Last Saturday, Cabrini Fall athletic teams completed a feat that only had been accomplished once in Colonial State Athletic Conference history. The Cavaliers field hockey, women's soccer, men's soccer, and volleyball teams each captured conference titles with victories. With the wins, each team will also represent the college and the CSAC in their respective NCAA tournaments. The Cabrini women's soccer team captured the day's first CSAC championship with a 1-0 victory over Gwendolyn Mercy. Senior Caitlin Cooper was named the match MVP. The field hockey team scored a 2-1 victory against Gwendolyn Mercy, making Taylor Bookman MVP of the season. The men's soccer team claimed its first CSAC with a 2-1 over Marywood University. The volleyball team closed the day action with a 3-0 win over Newman University to complete its championship with a three-peat. In other news, after Cabrini's men's soccer win against Keystone College last Thursday, a fight broke out between the two teams for a few minutes. Both teams were eventually pulled away from each other, and there wasn't anyone seriously injured from the fight. Cody, what you think about the fight between Cabrini and Keystone last Thursday?
Well, Sharice, in a championship game, there's going to be tempers flaring. And for Keystone, they knew they were going to lose. And for Cabrini, they did show a lot of poise, not having anything get out of control. The officials did step in and take care of things. You don't want a suspension going into the NCAA tournament. So, I mean, it was a big deal at the time, but looking back on it, there was tempers flaring on both ends. But it's a good thing that the officials got underway and took care of everything. So, now we're going to take a look at some NFL headlines. In an overtime thriller, the Philadelphia Eagles defeated the Dallas Cowboys for their fourth win of the season. Sam Bradford connected with Jordan Matthews for the game-winning 41-yard touchdown. This is the Cowboys' sixth straight loss, giving them an overall record of 2-6. It wasn't all good news for the Birds, as they lost arguably their most valuable player on defense, Jordan Hicks, to a torn pectoral muscle. Next up for the Eagles, the Miami Dolphins. The Colts will be without star quarterback Andrew Luck. Luck was injured on Sunday with a lacerated kidney and a partial tear to his abdominal muscle. This will keep him out 2 to 6 weeks, the team announced on Tuesday. Junior basketball player Darrell Bagwell suffered an injury that put him out for the season last year. He looks forward to getting back on the court for this upcoming season.
He's going to be bringing a year of experience that he had 2 years ago. So he got that year under his belt, so he could be able to tell the young players about everything. He's going to bring an offensive, defensive presence that we really need.
I think he's going to be a big piece to our team this year. I think his experience and his growth since his freshman year here will really help him and our team with our success this season. On a personal note, I think Darrell's a great kid. He really was pretty devastated last year when he was injured and had to miss the entire season.
Howard III, well, he's the coach now, but it was in practice. The ball was rolling on the floor. I stole the ball, and he fell on my foot. And my big toe, it like bent and it tore all the ligaments off my bone. So yeah, I had to get surgery on that so they could connect it all back together.
Sure, last year Darrell injured his growth plate in his big toe at practice early in the season. It was before our first scrimmage, it was actually the day before. Didn't look like it was anything serious. We thought it was an ankle injury. He woke up the next morning, his toe was really bothering him. So we sent him to get an MRI done, and that was inconclusive. Then he had to get a CAT scan. They finally figured out after a couple other tests that he fractured his growth plate, which we didn't think was a big deal until I actually figured out what exactly that was.
As soon as I got surgery, I had to sit, it was like a month, a couple of weeks or something. I couldn't do anything. I was in a splint. And then after that, they put me in a boot. And then after that, when I got in my boot, then I started my therapy. And that was like the longest therapy session ever. It
was discouraging a little bit because seeing somebody work so hard during the off season go down like that, like you can't take anything for granted because it can just be taken from you just like that.
Yeah, from what I know about the injury, it's not something that should come back.
I'm good. I just don't really like nobody diving on the floor next to me because that's how I got hurt in the first place.
His will, he just wants to get better every day. He works really hard. He's one of the hardest workers we have. He comes in, brings it every day. That's what we need.
He looks good, he's in shape, and he's excited to be back.
Darrell's signing out.
Good luck to Darrell this season. We're looking forward to you playing in the games. Thanks for watching Sports on Location. Don't forget to follow us on social media platforms by searching LOQation News. I'm Sharice Laws.
And I'm Cody Calise. Have a great week, Cabrini.